tuned into our last few videos, you'll know we've had several weeks of bad news, but that wasn't going to keep us down. After a few days of rain, it was an ideal time to do a quick sweep for asbestos pieces and have another look at the state of things.
So, where does all this asbestos roofing comes from? Well, it comes from places like this, for instance. This is an old pheasant run. You had chicken wire on the side and most likely the asbestos corrugated roofing on top. We have this here, we have this on the other side, and we have reasons to believe in the back of our grounds they had more structures that would also house rabbits, chickens, whatever. How do we know all this? Neighbors are a very important source of information. They have been here for ages and they knew the original owners of the house. They've been to the grounds. And a lot of people say that by Christmas time, they will buy pheasants here in the chateau. They knew that the people from the chateau, they would sell pheasants and rabbits for hunters. So this is how we know there was this sort of extra income being made in the chateau. And to fully prove the point, here we have an almost intact chicken run. You have the metal structure, the chicken wire, and of course, still here, the asbestos roofing as it was back in the golden age of, I don't know, whatever this was.
Fortunately, asbestos is not the only thing we've been picking up from the yard. It's finally gotten warm and nature is in full swing, so we made sure to pause and enjoy all that our grounds has to offer.
What's that on your knee?
Raspberry juice. There's so many freaking raspberries. I can't avoid stepping in them.
After confronting the reality of the state of our stone walls, we knew we needed a crash course in repointing. Our friends and neighbors, the Pethericks, happened to be hosting a masterclass in just that at their convent restoration site.
Get in there then. Come on, monkey, clap.
So what's the ratio?
When you mix it up, you want it so that it can sort of stand up on itself, hold its own. But obviously, still wet enough so that when you hold your trigger, it can come out the gun. Yeah, so that's perfect. Yeah. That's one of the guns. So wet the inside. Just stick some water in and swash it about and tip it out, because then what will happen is when you scoop this out, put it in there and scrape it off, it's going to fall to the bottom and then you can fill the tube up. And then basically it's just like masticing around a window or a door frame, anything. So basically you're just going all around this. So when you put the mortar in also, you want it either level or just proud, so that it gives you a chance to just go along.
Why would they put slates?
It's to pack it. Imagine when they put that in, they put mud in there, it's going to want to collapse on itself. Of course. So you can push it up, push slates in, and it will hold it there. So that's why you see them all over, especially in this arch, because they're so heavy. You can see where they've done the same thing, but they've used, different size rocks.
Should I drop this?
No, let me put water in
first.
Yeah, always water first. Probably plenty. You'll be surprised. You'll think that's not going to do nothing, but you'll be surprised.
This?
Yeah, absolutely. Pop that in there. Yeah, you're going to also want a mechanical mixer. See how it looked like it was quite dry, didn't it? But it's getting wetter. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more. Yeah, so that's right.
All
And you
right.
see how it wants to stand up on itself, it doesn't want to collapse.
Yeah.
That way when you put it in the wall, it won't want to fall out, it will stay where you put
Can I
it.
just
Yeah.
see the... Yeah, I can tell the consistency. It's really not a lot of water for all that.
I told you, that's what I mean. If you
Yeah.
had a lot of water, you'd run out of room. And then you've got the cap, and then really all we're doing is just same as corking.
Simon's impregnating the stone.
And if you've got a gap like this, start at the bottom and work your way up. Because if you start at the top, it's all going to want to keep
Yeah,
falling
'cause-
out, and then you'll keep pumping it and make a mess. It'll sit on itself rather than wanting to fall down. Right, you want to have a go?
Can I go?
Yeah, we need to put some more in.
Somewhere.
No, we're ready.
You're dripping, Gustavo.
Yeah, that's okay, that's fine.
It's fine. It happens to the best of us. Look, I'm making a mess. You can tell that I don't have...
That's alright, give it a good thump
Yeah.
with your hand and you'll hear it go down.
You're a very good teacher, Simon. Should we start calling him the professor?
Snake.
Professor
Snape.
Snake, yeah, don't start that one.
All right, I think...
Yeah, that's
We're
fine.
good here, right?
Yeah. Your lid. That's it, you got it.
All right,
Right,
let's go.
so then over here. That's it, pump it right in there, get plenty in there. That's it, keep going until it starts, it'll come out on its own then. Yeah, just keep going.
Even more.
Yeah, more in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, more in there as well.
More?
Because then when we level it, it'll look like it's filled in properly. Yeah, you got it.
More here?
Yeah. I'll release it.
Pleasure.
So you're pushing it really now, right into the gap. So
Oh, yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
No, it's sure.
But I think it's also that thing you start, you're not like really sure what you're doing, and then
Yeah.
film the amateur at work.
No, you're doing fine, mate. Another
No,
string
but
that you-
finally I can claim my diploma. It's like an architect can do that. It's not good for much.
Ça va Yanis? C'est bien ça?
Yanis the drummer. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Back at La Ferté, we couldn't just be crying over spilled asbestos. There was a lot of maintenance that wasn't going to take care of itself.
While Gustavo had some friends visiting who happened to be architects, he made sure to use their skills and get the footprint of every building on site in order to create a plan de masse that we can use, amongst other things, to begin our garden design.
Aê! Primeira medida. Puxa aí, puxa aí. Você quer ficar com esse? Eu
Acho mais fácil. Não precisa puxar só para pessoas que é muito. 4 e 11.
Bueno, che.
Você quer medir o muro? 501. 326. 301. Oito quatro dois.
C'est pour le bêtisier, vas-y.
We've been at the chateau for almost a year, and in that time we've been tackling the most pressing issues like our fallen trees, invasive weeds, clearing the walls, as well as getting on top of maintenance like mowing and pruning. And now we have this amazing site plan that Gustavo has made for us, similar to how you would have an architectural plan for the interior of the chateau. However, unlike a building, a garden is changing all the time. So I think the best advice I've gotten from anyone is to wait a year before you do any drastic changes, before you plant anything, because you need time to watch your yard evolve through the seasons. That means probably first off, and the most importantly, paying attention to the movement of the sun. Where does the light hit the various parts of your yard? In the winter time, if it snows, which areas melt first? And then of course there's lots of other information that's helpful to know, like your soil type, noting the dominant colors of your house if you have painted doors, window frames. From there, Gustavo and I have been brainstorming our wish list / limitations list. And you guys have been a big part of that as you've left some amazing ideas in the comments, so thank you so much for that. And if you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe so we can grow this channel from the little seed it is into a big mighty oak. So we asked ourselves, how do we want to use our grounds? What sort of different activities are we going to have in the garden? What are our non-negotiables, things we absolutely need, more utilitarian things? All while being realistic about our budgets, how much time we can put into maintenance as it's just the two of us, and just what is possible in terms of our location and climate. We're going to take all of this information together and use it to help formulate our master garden plan. One thing we've already sort of decided on as part of our game plan is to focus on one part of the grounds per year, as we have so much terrain to cover, so that way we don't get too distracted by millions of projects. This year, we already sort of started with the idea of tackling the entrance. This made sense to us because number one, it's the first thing you see when you come to the chateau, and we want to make a good impression. And it's also where most of our invasive bamboo was, so we could take care of that. And it's also where we foresee planting the most large trees, which obviously they're gonna take the longest to grow, so we might as well do that first. So yeah, that's the summary of our garden pre-planning for our design. If you have anything to add, please let us know in the comments.
Some people say it takes a village to raise a child. The amount of care and attention that La Ferté demands makes it our child. And it's only with the help of friends, neighbors, and why not, the whole village, that will be able to put this place back together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.